Hello. Hello, is the screen visible and am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so we're discussing this model, inventory, that is economic production quantity or economic order quantity, that is EPQ, EOQ, there is a difference. Yeah. EOQ is nothing but economic order quantity, that is how much quantity to be ordered, and EPQ is nothing but economic production quantity, that is how much quantity to be produced so that it will be viable. And this we already studied, that is Q optimum is equal to root of 2 ds upon h. I also discussed about, just to recap, that is what will be the optimal order quantity. So optimal order quantity will be where the cost is less. So this is that your, if you consider this graph, so at this point your cost is low. So this is the point which gives you the optimal order quantity. Hmm. So if you remember, this was your total cost. The total cost consists of holding cost plus ordering cost, and then we take this lowest minimum point to find out the economic order quantity. So at that point, your holding cost, that is nothing but carrying cost. Carrying cost is nothing but holding cost, that is H, is equal to your ordering cost or sourcing cost. Ordering cost is also called as the sourcing cost. And then how to find out the optimum quantity, that is EOQ. Remember, that's why I'm taking again. And what we are going to discuss is now EPQ, that is economic production quantity. This is your economic order quantity, that is how much quantity to be ordered, which is given by under root of this annual demand setup cost divided by annual holding cost. And as I told, uh, this is important and it is being asked in many competitive exams as well as in aptitude test also. So again, you have some assumptions here, that is you are only considering only one product. Then you know the demand, that is what is the annual demand. You know the usage rate, that is whatever you are producing, how it is going to be dispatched. Hmm. Then you also assume that the production rate is constant, that is it is not variable, that is one day it is producing say 500 cars, another it is producing 300 cars, not like that. It is same, that is 300 cars per shift. Lead time does not vary. Lead time is nothing but right from the moment you receive the order till you dispatch, and there are no discounts in the quantity. Hmm. So this is what is your graph of quantity against time. Graph of quantity against time. It also indicates your inventory profile. So this is what is your stock or amount on hand. Hmm. And moment it reduces, that time you start and you have already, quantity, and you again consume it. All right. And again, moment it reduces to zero, again you start manufacturing. Quantity discount model is not there. What does it mean? Quantity discount is nothing but that is price reduction offered for customer. If if he is placing a large orders and we happen to come across with this, like suppose if you are taking 2 pieces and if you are taking 50 pieces, it matters a lot in in terms of cost. In terms of cost, it matters. So if you are considering quantity discount, the total cost comes as carrying cost, that is nothing but the holding cost plus your ordering cost, and plus your purchasing cost. So how do you find out the purchasing cost? Purchasing cost is nothing but the unit price into demand. So it is Q by 2 into H plus D by Q into S plus P into D. So we will not give much time to this quantity discounts. If somebody is interested, then definitely you can study this. Some mathematical problems on quantity discounts, but it is not there in the syllabus. Now, regarding this economic order quantity, it is when to reorder. So that is what is called the reorder point. So reorder point is nothing but when the quantity on hand of an item drops to a particular amount, then you have to reorder. That is what is called the reorder point, and corresponding stock is called as the reorder level. Then you have safety stock. Sometimes it is also called as the buffer stock. So that is stock that is held in expected demand due to variable demand rate and or lead time. Sometimes what happens, the demand rate fluctuates. Hmm? Demand rate fluctuates. All of a sudden, suppose if you get a bigger order, then you should have a stock. Or sometimes what happens, not only this, like your plant or your machines break down, and then you are not able to cope up with the regular demand. So that time it's always better to have a safety stock so that you can supply and you can satisfy the customer's demand. Then service level, these are the terms you should know in inventory. Service level is probability that the demand will not exceed supply during the lead time. That is, lead time is nothing but it is the time that is you have placed the order uh, or you have received the order till you dispatch. So in that period, service level, how it is defined, that it is a probability that demand will not exceed. Hmm? Not that difficult. So how do you decide upon the reorder point? So you should know what is the demand rate. You should know the lead time. Then you should also know what is the variability in demand or what is the variability in lead time because of the unforeseen circumstances. And should also be aware of your safety stocks, how much safety stock to keep. So unnecessarily, see, when you are talking about zero inventory, unnecessarily we should not have used stock. So this is what is your reorder point is. ROP is nothing but the reorder point, right? And this is your safety stock, this much, and you have a lead time. So here lead time means like you have placed an order, and when you are going to receive the next stock, that is what is called the lead time. Hmm. It may not happen that you have placed the order today at 10 o'clock and you will receive the material at 10 o'clock itself. It will take some time, 1 hour, 2 hour, 1 day, 2 days, or maybe 1 month. So it takes some time. That is what is called as the lead time. So you are aware of the lead time, you are aware of the safety stock, you are aware of the inventory on hand, and accordingly you decide your reorder point. So this is what a graph of distribution of the lead time demand, and as you can see that it follows your normal distribution. So you have to always see you are here into this zone, and you are going beyond this. That means it's risky. You will not be able to meet the demand. So that's why you should have a sufficient safety stock in order to reduce the risk of stocking out uh, during the lead time. Hmm. So lead time is always a critical. Understand? No. So if it is lead time is short, 1 hour or 1 day, then no problem. But if the lead time is more, sometimes 10 days and 15 days, then you have to be careful. Like unforeseen circumstances means what? Like suppose mm, we'll take an example of say uh, festive seasons, um, like say Diwali, mm, or we take example of Holi. So sometimes in this period, the companies are closed for 7 days or 10 days, or maybe even New Year time, New Year also. So 7 days before and 7 days after, 15 days. So 15 days you will not get anything, you know, whatever you want to pay. You say that I am going to pay the double, but please supply me. But no way. And these are practical situations, like in Gujarat, this uh, Diwali is excess. So 10 day it is closed. All the foundry peoples, machinery peoples, all the workshops, they are closed. So if you want something, you will not get in that time. Even if you are paying double or triple, no way that you will get it. So you have to anticipate this, that during these festive seasons, my lead time is going to be very high. So you have to anticipate this beforehand. Same in during Holi also. Like suppose if you want to procure something from say Allahabad, that side, north side. So again there it is 7 days and 8 days. They are into that festive mode, Holi mode. So most of the plants they are closed. So again it is very difficult to get the things during this period. Again, as I said, New Year ke time mein. So these things you should know. Hmm. So considering your expected demand, considering your safety stocks, and considering all these factors, you have to determine when to raise an order, and that is what is called as the reorder point. Hmm. We did not draw all these, graphs, but only this graph is sufficient. That is reorder point ka. So earlier graph, that is on Monday what I showed, there we had not considered the safety stock. So that graph you remember. So the difference between the earlier graph, Monday we had lecture, and this graph is, in this graph the safety stock is included. That's all. Huh? So otherwise there is no difference. Then single period model, that is when you study this inventory management in deep, that time you need to know this, what is single period model, what is shortage cost, what is excess cost. But now since in the same, that is in computer integrated manufacturing, they have included so many things. We are just considering just the overview only, like what is inventory, what is inventory model, what is EOQ, this kind of question. So the proof, then optimal stocking level is not required. So if anybody is interested, definitely this has been already uploaded. Hmm. So you can go through it, because unnecessarily I don't want to put burden on you. Hmm. So the important questions is what is economic order quantity, what is safety stocks, what is inventory, what are the different types of inventory, what is JIT. Hmm. That's all. Even EPQ also, that is economic production quantity, that is also not important form. Whenever I say not important means not important from your examination point of view. Derivations again not important. But the model for EOQ, economic order quantity, is very, very important. not only for your this current examination but also from your competitive exams, like gate aptitudes, those kind of exams. So this was your inventory management. Then another small topic uh, is somebody is still joining. Another small topic is your 5S. So this is important again. The weightage will be 4 marks for this, and it is not asked many times, not so repetitive, but it is lighter and very important from your industry point of view, as well as very important from your routine work also. So a short note may be asked on 5 years, either in question number 1 or in question number 6, most likely in question number 6. So this is again one of the tool of SIM, like or one of the tool in lean manufacturing. See, lean manufacturing is nothing but it's a mindset. It's nothing but basically I have been telling you again because you will be now working in industries, so you should know this. Lean manufacturing is nothing but reducing the waste. That is reducing the 7 waste. That is steam mode. That is waste due to transport, inventory, methods, wetting, overproduction, overprocessing, and defects. So that 7 waste has to be made zero, to be minimized. And there are different tools how to minimize this. So 5S is among one of the tools. Kaizen's one of the tools. Ishikawa diagrams, one of the tools. SMED, one of the tools. SHE, hmm, one of the tools. These are all mostly uh, your Japanese, Japanese tools. Is Japan has developed these techniques, and they have got wonderful, results to reduce the waste. I think there must be around 30 different techniques in lean manufacturing to reduce the waste. So 5S is one of the tool. Hmm. So 5S. So 5S means this. S for Singapore. So what are those 5S? See, Kaizen. Kaizen means what? It is a tool for your lean manufacturing to reduce the waste. Kai means change, and Zen means for betterment. So Kaizen. So change for betterment. Change for betterment. So you are making changes for betterment. You are making changes for improvement. Uh, You are making changes for continuous improvement, continuous betterment. And we don't want breakthrough. We don't want breakthrough means we don't want big improvements. We don't want you to big improvement means we don't want like if somebody is scoring say 50%, we don't want a breakthrough like 50% ka seedha 95%. Slowly improvement, slow improvement, but it has to be continuous improvement. So 50 ka 55%, 55 ka 60%, 65%, 70%, 75%, like that. Slow improvement. We don't want breakthrough like 50% ka 95% and again 95% ka 70%. Hmm. This is not acceptable. 95%. If it is 50 to 95%, then you stay at 95%. 95, 95, 95. Instead of that, it is better to have a continuous improvement, continuous growth. This is what hmm, is valued in industry, and this is what, as an engineer, you have to see that there is a continuous improvement in industry as well as for you also. If not improvement, at least you should be stable. As I've been telling, that there has to be continuous appreciation in you. Continuous appreciation in you means you you should gain continuously. Now, gain need not be in terms of money. Remember, gaining need not be in terms of money. It can be gaining in terms of knowledge, gaining in terms of your health. Huh? So that is also an appreciation. Huh? Your health is improving. Huh? You're building your health. You're going to gym. Hmm? Maybe other factors also. You have some hobbies, huh? And you are developing uh, your skill sets in that hobbies. Maybe drawings, music. Hmm? There are many engineers who have done BE production engineering from our college, and later on they have um, they are making careers in music, they're making careers in choreography, dance, and they are successful. BE degree was just as a maybe some peer pressure, or maybe uh, you want to be a graduate, huh? Because graduation is a must. That I will tell you. No matter whatever you want to do, you do it. You settle down. But the graduation, the degree is important. Otherwise, your qualification is straight away 10th. Even 12th is also not recognized. So your qualification becomes straight away SSC. So graduation is maybe in any stream, arts bolo, commerce bolo, science bolo. So there are many production engineers. They have made career in sound. Even postgraduates also. I mean, mechanical. They have made because of their love. So you should appreciate, and that's why you should not. You should apply these techniques. So you should not waste your time. Wasting your time is what? It's against our lean manufacturing. You have to use that time for your own appreciation in terms of you know gaining something, gaining knowledge, gaining money, and gaining you're improving your health and so on. So this 5S stands for this: Siri, Siton, Siso, Siketsu, and Shitsuki. So this you will see in all MNCs, all industries, not only big companies but even medium scale companies also, because many medium scale companies or even many small scale companies, they are vendors or they are suppliers to the big companies. Like as I told that Maruti, before they launched their manufacturing plant in 1984, they developed the network of suppliers. So they had almost 18 ancillaries, sub ancillaries, supporting units, small scale units to supply, and then their plant was commissioned. So first they established their suppliers. So these techniques, lean manufacturing techniques, you will not only see in big companies, you will also see in medium scale or small scale companies, because Mahindras or Volkswagen, they insist that their supplier also should be certified. Their supplier also should be trained. As I told, uh, they depute their engineer permanently. Of course, they are on the roll of Mahindra or big companies. They get salary from Mahindra, but they depute engineer in or at supplier's place permanently उधर बैठते हैं. Maybe once or twice in a month he may be going to the parent company. So what is Siri? Siri is nothing but sorting. That is, you sort. You know, there is a proverb that if you don't need anything or if you don't use anything for more than 6 months, then you better dispose it of. Means it is not required if you don't use anything. You know, So it is up to you whether to keep that limit of 6 months or to keep that limit of 1 year or 2 year. That is, if something is not being used for a year or for a 3 year, you can definitely dispose it of, according to me. But people usually consider it as a 6 months. But for me, to be on safer side, you can consider around 1 year or 1.5 year. If you don't use it, you can dispose it of. So you have to sort it. So you sort it like in class. We do sorting as per height or as per weight, uh, or sometimes as per the subjects, as per the branch. French ka ek division. So like that. So this sorting helps you to locate very fast. See, whenever this third party, when they come for the certification, when they come tomorrow, you will start your plant, or you may be having your own plant also. maybe certified plant, or maybe you may be going for certification. So that time you may be calling, third party outside, because you have your own internal audit, but certification will be done by outsider, isn't it? Internal people cannot judge, and that's why these exams are conducted by external people. Why we call external examiner for viva. Because we presume that uh, he will judge more appropriately, whereas internal, since he is familiar with the uh, students, he will not judge. And evaluation or assessment is always better, isn't it? That's why many parents also ask their students to take test, isn't it? Online test, or the test conducted by third party. You also, when you appear for GREs, even though you think, or your parent think, अरे आता है मेरा, मेरे को बहुत आता है, मेरा child knows this and this. But unless and until you give the test and you score it, you don't come to know where you stand, isn't it? So Siri is nothing but sorting. And what I was telling, that when the third party comes for evaluation, when you call, they ask for many documents. Show this, show that, uh, show show this. Where is this file? Where is that file? Uh, so मॅडम मी लेक्चर मध्ये आहे, नंतर कॉल करू. So they will ask you, many things. So that time they see that whatever they ask, if you are not able to produce, in 3 minutes, then you lose the points. And that index time, that is that searching time, is 3 minutes. Anything they ask, produce this, where is this document, you should be able to produce in maximum in 3 minutes. That is what is called as the index time. So accordingly they judge how you have sorted out the things. Then sit on is nothing but, once you have done the sorting, then you have to put it in a order. huh? Like say one cupboard for clothes, another cupboard for say utensils, third cupboard. So if you have, once you have sorted, okay, then you have to keep that things, in order. Like suppose this one cupboard, your parent, they are given it for books. इसमें सब तुम्हारा books रख दो. So now you have to place your books in order, properly in order. huh? Like maybe maths ka book together, engineering maths 1, 2, 3, 4. huh? So that any queries, or suppose if you need any help, huh? you can uh, you can just go to that maths maths books. Array, here are my maths books. Maybe 8th standard onwards. Some students they like to keep Vedic maths, all kind of maths. They keep it in order. So the indexing time is less than first year ka books. Or maybe you will keep it in order as per the manufacturing, as per foundry, casting, all thermal engineering, all books together. So like that, you keep books, your notebooks also. Maybe one shelf for your story books, like that. That is what is called the set in order. So like that, in the workshop also, on the shop also, you have to keep it in the order. Then third is CISO. This is what is meaning. This is the Japanese word, and these are the meaning in English. CISO means shine. Shine means, see, 99% of the problems are occur because you don't clean your equipments properly. You don't take the preventive maintenance. Hmm? And that is one thing. That is 99% problem, because you don't clean properly and you don't know how to operate. These are the two problems. And that's why, many of the companies and they insist that it has to be, your people has to be trained properly. So shine means ऐसा नहीं कि or I can give an example like your shoe. We polish the shoe and we shine it, isn't it? So same meaning like your machines. You should clean thoroughly. uh, Preventive maintenance has to be taken, has to be done properly, mm, so that 99% of the problems will, you know go. And that's why, if you can notice, see, you compare the BEST, hmm, failures, BSc failures, hardly anything on the road, hardly anything. BST ka, failures, hardly anything. Hardly you will see the bus has failed on the road. They have very, very beautiful maintenance, very beautiful maintenance. They have lots of automobile engineer, they have lots of mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, electronics engineer. In fact, BEST, most of the routes are in loss, but since it is public transport, they have to. Only some routes are profitable where the crowd is more, like from Andheri to Sakinaka, Kurla, that side. That is most crowded. The buses are always running full. If you go outside Andheri station, 3:32, yeah, the bus is going to the seats. Even after metro, before metro, it was damn. There was the 332, 340 buses was continuously, one after other. I remember the queue used to come on the Andheri station ka platform, not platform. I mean that bridge. The bridge है ना उसके ऊपर queue आता था बस का queue. So long queue. So that was the most profitable route, and still it is. See, wherever the buses are running full, that route will be profitable. And in spite of having, what I'm telling, in spite of having so much of overloading, the failures are very less because they have proper, proper maintenance, religious maintenance. They follow strictly. Even if a bolt has to be changed, after say 30 days or after 1 year, a bearing has to be changed this much kilometer or this much time. Like suppose it has been mentioned in their checklist or in their preventive maintenance manual, if it is mentioned that particular bearing has to be changed after say 10,000 kilometer or say 5,000 kilometer or after 6 months, whichever is less. Like suppose it may happen that in 1 year it is not used, but the bearing has been put for 1 year, even though it has run for 0 kilometer, but change the bearing, change the bearing, even if it is even if it is not used for 1 year. So it has been mentioned clearly, like our warranty period. Whenever you buy something, you buy say washing machine or you buy TV. So it is clearly mentioned, isn't it? Whether you use or not, isn't it? So 24 months or some kilometers, like you purchase a car. Okay. So your first maintenance, pre-maintenance will happen on say 5,000 kilometer or 6 months, whether you use or don't use. Your second maintenance will happen after so many kilometers or say after 1 year, whether you use or don't use. So you send your car to the dealer. So they go on changing, they go on changing. ऐसा नहीं अरे use नहीं किया, so उसको replace नहीं करेंगे. So the branded people they will always change. So, and that's why the failures are very less. Then third is your Shiketsu. See there are lot many things to talk, to speak. Shiketsu is nothing but standardize. Always standardize and always go for standard products. Don't keep on manufacturing everything on your own. You will not get the desired quality. Tell you. Like suppose you are using bearings. Don't try to manufacture. You need say 1,000 bearings or you need 500 bearings. Just to save the money, don't manufacture bearings on your own. You will not get the expertise. What expertise you will get from NRB, needle roller bearings, or SK, or FAG. These are the bearing manufacturers, or Kena Metals. They're the reputed bearing manufacturers. Not only in terms of cost, but in terms of quality. You cannot, compete. So better to design your product in such a way that you can use standard bearing. Means, like suppose you have designed a machine, and the shaft is the machine diameter. You have designed the shaft diameter as say 25.23. So don't go for 25.23 because shaft is running. It is very difficult to get a bearing, huh? Having ID 25.23. So obviously you will design a shaft. Means आपका calculation there is nothing wrong, but I'm talking fresh engineers. वो calculate करते हैं theory of machines, machine design सब सीखा हुआ रहता है. So as per calculation it is coming so 25.23. And probably this is also taught in machine design also. We don't tell you to use 25.23, then we ask you to refer to the tables, to the book, design data book, PhD design data book. And उसमें से we ask you to select the standard size. So standard size will be 25. Then you select the standard size 25 and again you check, design check, whether it is safe or not, isn't it? Because your calculator size was 25.23 for certain factor of safety, hmm, and now you are selecting 25, this is lower. So again you go through the steps and you check, isn't it? So whether the stresses are within your permissible limit or not, and what is the factor of safety you are getting for the lower size. If it is within the range, like suppose earlier you are considered as a factor of safety of say 2 or 3, and with the lower size, if you are getting 1.7 or 1.8, fine, go for that standard size. Like in 25.23, also don't go for 30 mm. See, we don't want factor of safety too high because unnecessarily your cost will increase. So go for the standard items and then Shitsuke. Shitsuke is nothing but sustain, maintain. That is what is important. Maintain your brand, maintain your quantity, maintain your machine. You know, maintain your machine. See when to withdraw. You know that PLCM, product life cycle management. When to withdraw from the market. When to go. When to launch. You know, new product, new model. This is what is very important. So sustain. You cannot sustain lifelong. You have to have certain time. So this is very important. Whether you are going to last for 2 years or for 3 years or 4 years, then you have to withdraw from the market. You have to withdraw, and before withdrawal, you have to make other arrangement. Like suppose if you are a mobile manufacturer, okay, and you want to withdraw, it is not so easy. As per the norms, as per the mandatory regulation, you have to make part spares available for another 2 years or 3 years. You straight away cannot, like you have withdrawn the model with effect from 1st January 2021, and you said that no parts, no spares will be available. So what will happen to the customer who has just purchased a model on 30th December 2020? He's in a loss, isn't it? If something goes wrong within say 3 or 4 days, and if you say there, sorry, the spares are not available, even though it is warranty, you cannot. So you have to consider this last customer. You have to consider the warranty period, what has been declared. So if you have declared the 2 years warranty period, you have to see that for another 2 years, the spares are available, and accordingly you have to withdraw. Or you have to declare. So that is what is called as the sustain. These are some examples. If you don't have, if there is nothing to do, there always something to do in housekeeping. Always something to do in house. So this is what before how it was, and this is what after, how it has been stacked properly. Again, this is not so good, but this is just an you know, intermediate situation. That is, you cannot keep. This is what is machine platform is. You cannot keep. You cannot stack on the platform because this is a place for the operator to work. hmm. But this is just an intermediate position. Now this is office days. So this is before, and this is after. So as I told that your table should be neat and clean. Doesn't matter there is nothing on the table. A piece of paper and a pen. Pen also can be in your pocket, and a piece of paper also can be in your pocket. So your table can be totally shined and nothing is there. That doesn't mean that you don't have anything to work. But you are working. Your mind is always working. What to do? What to do? What to do? How to improve the things. So that is what you are working upon. Then this is stock of materials on which rack what stock is there. So you can pick up very fast. But nowadays there is a system called as the automatic storage and automatic retrieval system, that is AS and RS. So that is totally computerized. So that helps you to pick up the things properly. These are actual photographs, from the industries. So this is what various round bars. So this is what is you are placing it in order. Like the heavy bars रहेगा, obviously it will go down. The diameter is 50 ka bar, 50 dia bar, it will go down. uh, and the bars which are lighter, 10 dia bars or 12 dia bars, that definitely you will stack above. Then you can also place it in order as per your material. EN1 के बार, EN2 का बार, MS का बार, SS का बार. You can use some color codings, colors, different colors for different material, and then you can, on this chart you can mention this color is for this material. So these are the rules which you use. This is again a messy workshop and oily workshop. The components, the raw material is lying anyhow. And as I told, that the plant where every person is, looking for something, where every person is moving from one point to another point, as if he is searching. So that plant, the operational efficiency is very bad, very bad. Understand, no? Very bad. And you know this, even your parents also. बेटा ये फाइल यहाँ पे रखा है, वो फाइल खोलो, उसमें turn the pages. Okay, there are partition, go to this partition, you will find this. So many times I have seen the parents, they are able to tell so precisely, at a distance, because they have kept the things properly, they have kept the things properly. And this is what afterwards. So this helps not in your time, reducing the time, but the most important, it helps in reducing the accidents. Hmm? Many industries, if there are awards, there are rewards, accident free days. So they will write a big board that is called the Andan. Andan is a name also, and Andan is a word for Japanese word for mm, display, visual display, because visual displays are always important. So big board, as I told, big boards indicating what is today's target. Okay, then second board, how much we have achieved. Okay, then third board, accident free days. So today is the fourth day, accident free. Fifth day, accident free. Sixth day. So sometimes it is 100 or 150th accident free, means last 150 days there is no accidents. Moment accident happens, then it becomes zero. So last 150 days there was no accident. So this is what is displayed, which improves the moral of each and everyone working in the plant. Even I have seen the plants in the canteen, they are putting up boards. Yesterday's wastage, canteen, you understand, ना? Yesterday's wastage मतलब जो हम लोग अ, जो थाली में खाते हैं और रख देते हैं. So according to lean manufacturing, we believe that zero waste. So हम लोग जो खाते हैं, we eat, we have to see that we finish everything, or we take only how much we need, and whatever has been taken, you see that you consume everything. So if you visit Godrej canteen, in the canteen, you will see a big board, moment to enter. Yesterday's wastage. In kg they write. And then below that they also give the details also. Yesterday's wastage of food. So many kgs, 15 kg, 20 kg. The first is they mention in kg. And then below that they also give the description. What was the wastage? So what was the wastage in terms of, so, rice? Rice ka kitna wastage? How much rice was wastage? How much chapatis was wastage? So like that they give the details also. So that's a good technique, you know. And most of the canteens now they have started using this. So we should also see that we take uh, we should also see that we take food that is required, you know and not, this is not only applicable only for the food, but it is applicable for each and everything, that is material, that is you are producing something, so you take material which is just nice. So lean manufacturing is nothing but this, that is reduction of the wastage. So this is now your cans, oil cans, how it has been kept properly. So whenever you are keeping something, you have to also see that you should be able to retrieve it properly, without any damage or without any accidents. So that is what is very important. Hmm. Actually, you have kept it properly, but if you want to remove, then it becomes difficult. So that is very important. That retrieval should be very fast. As I told, that index time is not more than 3 minutes. Moment it is more than 3 minutes, then you have to give the justification, and then you may not get certification. So that go as a NC. NC means non-conformity. It goes as a non-conformity. So you will not get certification immediately. They will write it. hmm? They will visit once again, or if they want to issue, if everything is good, but only this one point is pending, then they may issue the certificate subjected to so and so. Eh, This was the non-conformity observed. This was the discrepancy observed, hmm, and then subjected to clearing this non-conformity, this certificate has been issued. And they also give the time period also, and then you have to produce a documentary evidence, or you have to call them upon again. Yes, we have done this. There is now no non-conformity. You please visit and approve it. See, now this is for the small components. These are the chips. See, this is the scrap. So this scrap also you have to arrange properly. You know, so scraps are paid at various rates, like MS scraps. Then rates for the aluminum scraps is different. Rates for the brass or the bronze, non-ferrous is different. You get, more price for the brass or for the bronze. You get less price for the MS, and of course for the aluminum also you get good price. So you have to see that use scrap also you arrange properly. Hmm? Because there are machining industries where the work is only machining. So there even the scrap is also counted or taken into considerations. Or like suppose if Mahindra, their volume is very large, their rates are very tight. All automobile manufacturers, the suppliers, the rates are very tight. But then in the purchase order, they also mention this scrap cost. So that is the work of engineer. So the engineer will also calculate, what is the scrap produced, and he'll also ask you to deduct from your quotation कि इतना ये component में see now we are giving you order of 1 lakh pieces. 1 lakh pieces में इतना इतना scrap produce हो रहा है. So currently what is the scrap rate? Maybe say 20 rupees लोखंड बेचना है. So you have to subtract that cost from the quotation, and that's why collecting the scrap and disposal of the scrap is very very important. Hmm. So this is how you know before and afters. So you have to have a trace, you have to have proper bins. Hmm. Then even sometimes the oil, excess oil, that also can be collected by proper sieving, and that excess oil uh, can be disposed of, or it can be recycled also. So this is what your 5A's. So what is important here is, from short point of view, that you should remember the full form of all those 5S which I showed you in the first slide. Then this was what I was telling you. This is a photograph from IEC, that is Industrial Engineering Corporations, who are reputed manufacturers of nuts and bolts, from the round bars. So this is how they stack the round bars, and they do the color codes. So once you know the color, now see here it is yellow, here it is white, here it is dark gray. So from the color itself, you can understand whether it is EN24, whether it is EN36, whether it is EN1A, and like that. Hmm? Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, you can take your break. Smith, some music is going on. Are you playing some music?